This week's edition of Touched by Magnus is brought to you once again by Diet Water. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and as we're getting towards the end of Valentine's Day, if you've still not gotten your precious someone something, there's still a few more hours, maybe at some places. Otherwise, if you've already taken care of all of that, then you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy a good sip of that beverage that has all of that great water taste, but still only half of those dreaded water calories. The one, the only, Diet Water is proximally available in stores where it's sold. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are time zone wise on this island earth. This is Kentucky Hawkeye KY Hawkeye, your host here on Hawkeye's Old Time Gaming Emporium. It is Tuesday night, which means it's time for the weekly Skyrim serial. We are currently doing a story now called Touched by Magnus. It is the story of an orc by the name of I keep getting messed up on the name. Yep, Gal Yal Yalmar Gal Yalmar Skelma. I keep getting my tang tangled on that. He is an orc. He's a little bit undersized. Doesn't look like your typical orc fighter. However, one thing he is, however, is he is highly skilled in than most orcs in the areas of the arcane. He has magic skills, and he has left his compound, even though his father is the chieftain there. And he has made his way to the College of Winterhold. He was with the rest of his fellow students, along with their Professor Tolfdir, their associate professor in the realm of alteration magic, and they found this huge floating metal-ish ball orb kind of thing floating around in the lower levels of the ruins of Sarthal. And now our hero has been asked to do some research on what this thing might be, but the books he needs aren't there. He wants to bring along the rest of his fellow students, but in order to do that, there's some other tasks that have to be taken care of first. So he's got Brenlin with him right now, who has proceeded to turn him green, turn him into a cow, turn him into a horse, turned him in, I think, one other animal before bringing him back. But now they are working as a team. Hold on. Sorry about that, everyone. And now the two of them have gone to go get a certain magical staff that one of the professors gave to someone. Turns out this is not going to be safe in their hands, so he wants it back. And if they get it back, then their other fellow student on board will get back something precious of his that he gave to the professor. As well as we're going to be testing out some magical scrolls that another student has given him as well. So he's got a lot of homework assignments to work on to try to get his fellow students at his side so they can go after these missing books that Urog, the lead head librarian there at the Arcanium, has sent him out to get. So, without any further ado, because we used all the ado making dinner last night, let's go ahead and get things started. That lovely voice you hear in the background, that you might actually even get to see too if I was smart enough to always remember to switch my. Alright, there. That is the correct screen. Hashtag pro streamer. So, that lovely voice you hear there is Liz, Lizz. She's a variety game streamer on Twitch. You can usually catch her during the daylight, during the day here on Twitch. And that is her singing. She has a version of this in English, which we're hearing here. And she also has a German version as well. You can get that off of the Nexus Mods websites for Skyrim Special Edition, where I got this at. So, let's go ahead and begin our little tale. Let's resume our story. The Empire is law. The law is sacred. Imperial Septum inscription. When we last left our heroes, they were outside of what appears to be an old abandoned fort where they are going to need to go to find this magical item that the professor Unthier wants to recall. But in order to, they're going to have to we'll see if they are friendly enough to it, or as we kind of suspect, they're going to be a little resistant to any unsolicited visitors, let alone someone trying to repossess a magical staff. As we wait for everything to load. With grace, neither falling or flailing, wearing ornate hide and leather mailing, unknown, Lord Jornabrett's last dance. The law itself is inviolate. However, the skillful enchanter can weave two enchantments simultaneously into an item. For men and elves, the limit is two. Berlutheron, twin secrets. Legend tells that 1,000 years ago were lost from Cyrodiil's history when a sect of renegade priests known as Selectus performed a forbidden ritual. We may have to test this out. Orcs can jump to great shockwaves. They rush heedlessly into battle, overrunning their enemies during their first moments of combat, while rapidly replenishing their vital energies. I am Yagmash Galma. I am an orc, but not your usual stereotypical orc. I'm a student at the College of Winterhold. My classmate, Brelina, is behind me. It is up to we have been sent here by one of the professors on this little twisted trick of we bring back a staff that he wants back, that he gave to someone, and he will give a precious locket back to one of our classmates, Ormond, something he got from his family that he decides he wants back. To try to win the favor of my classmates as well as my teachers, so we are on this quest. Hopefully, we do this for Ormond. He will become part of our team, but also Jidargo, one of my KG classmates, highly competitive, thinks he has to be the absolute best at everything and must beat everyone else. Wants me to test out this flame scroll spell. So, we're going to go ahead and give that a try here, see if that gives us a little extra power and protection. Unfortunately, in my weaponry, my staff of fireballs is out of charges. So, I will use my war axe in one hand and in the other I have flames. I'll be a walking bit of fireball, it looks like. Are you ready, Berletta? Shall we head in? I can try to sneak in, but I'm not sure it will do us any good. We'll wait. I'm not trying to pray, I'm trying to activate. Oh, do I have to put it in a hand? I don't use scrolls very often. Ah, there we go. My axe back here. Oh, I'm supposed to test it on the undead. I must take them out. Why am I not making any contact? I'm going to enjoy taking you out. Another. Your wards are nothing against my axe. Brilliana, are you alright? There you are. I see you made it up as well. Let's see if there's any new staffs here. This could help. Let's put that in the left hand. Anything here? Just some gold. I forgot those scrolls are for the undead. So it doesn't do me much good, but I had trouble breathing. See if we run into any undead in here. Alright, we must be careful. Yeah.
They drink all day and night, and what do?
You work the forge.
Why do they need me to do this? We use magic, not weapons. I swear, they're making me do this for a laugh. At least I'm not dealing with the prisoners down below.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about what goes on down there.
I bet Naris gets a kick out of it. Nasty fella he is.
It's supposed to be in here some.
Before you end up there, then I'd have to work the forge.
Let's try to avoid them as much as we can. Carefully. Find what we're looking for. Try to get out of here as quick as we can. Hopefully in one piece and don't trip on as they lack their wine.
I don't like where this
this is going.
I'm not too crazy about this either.
What was that?
Stay still. Stay quiet.
You can't win this! Enough of this!
And enough of you.
Don't you see? I am... Enjoy your last breath. See you burn!
Grimora. Drain some magic. Then let's see how you do. Oh, that was mine. I thought... How did I summon him? Not sure how. But I will not argue. We have here Soul Gem, Tome of Magic, some gold, a helmet, robes, a battle axe, a nice bow. Ah, this is what he wanted back. A staff of charming. That could be quite useful. Anything else of note that we might want from here before we get out? Ah, potion, some books. Always good to gather information. And with that, let's quickly get out of here before we are found. Let's move carefully. Before any others might find us. Hey, Prax, good to see you here tonight. We're working our way through the story of Yawgmoth. Let's get out of here quickly. Sooner, the better. Oh, wrong door. Let's try this one. I hope Master Einthir appreciates the number of mages we had to slaughter in order to get this back for him. Check. Nope, nobody's here. Alright. Alright, let us make our way back to the college. Ormond will be able to get his family amulet back. Will not have a report for Zargo, unfortunately. I believe he said that those scrolls were intended for the undead. And we did not run into any there. Escorting a child, I see. I do not like the eyes of that child. Something unsettling in that look. Let's see if we can catch the carriage to Winterhold. It's getting late. Late enough that we don't want to be on the road, if we can avoid it. And somehow I have a feeling I may not be too welcome inside the city of Winterhold. That's the wagon. Oh, there you are.
Carriages to all the cities in Skyrim. Don't forget us.
I need to hire your
Where
passage.
do you want to go?
I need to go to Winterhold.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Come, Berlin.
Say what you will about
Let's ride.
You did a proper job with Azure Shrine. Can see for miles on a clear day.
I'm sure my traveling companion would agree with you on that. Most famous hero of Skyrim is Tiber Septim, who conquered all of Tamriel and founded the Septim dynasty of emperors. It is late, but that definitely saved us time. See if Einthir is still awake. If not, turn this into him first thing in the morning. So far, 2 assignments from professors, one from Tolfdir, one from Einthir. Both of them have nearly gotten me killed. I hope this is not a sign of things to come. Ah, Professor Einthir.
Even with the college's laid-back attitude, there are still some things that are off limits.
Here is your staff, as requested. Now, the amulet, if you please.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Now let us find Onmund. Still up, talking with some of the others. Jargo, in fact.
Jezargo is eager to hear how the scrolls are working. Jezargo awaits word of how well his scrolls work.
Well, I will tell you once I'm able to give them the proper test. Onmund.
Shouldn't have been disturbing Sarthal, no matter what you found down there.
Perhaps. Sometimes science and the study of science and history sometimes can conflict with traditions. I understand your angst on that, but I have good news for you. I have your amulet.
I didn't think he'd really give it back. Thank you, friend. It's good to know I can count on you.
Excellent.
Take care.
I may be in need of your help in the morning. We have
Good day,
some books
friend.
to retrieve.
Well,
We have some books to retrieve that were taken from the Arcanium. I will see you at daybreak. Thank you for coming along, Berlina. Be prepared in the morning. We have more work to do. Yagma Shkalma. Feels good to have my name on the door. Let us get sleep. Yagmal is going to be an early riser. There. Let's go. Are you ready to go? Let's find Onmund. We have a trek ahead of us. Kano. Onmund. Ah, you are up. Are you ready to go?
how are you today?
Doing well. I need you to come with us. We have an assignment from Urag.
I suppose Master Neloth won't mind. He's always telling me to get out of his way.
Alright, let's go. Now, the place we need to go. The place called Felglow Keep. It's down at the border between East March and Whiterun. Let us move while we have early daylight. For now, let's unfavorite that. Ah, Master Einthir. Yes, I'm a little on the bloodied side. What do you expect from the assignment that you gave us? Now, let us move. We have a good distance to travel today. I wait for them to catch up. Take a look at what we have found here. Conjure Undying Ghost. Consumes all magicka. Something Undying Ghost. Those attributes equal to twice the amount of magicka. Spider Touch. Living target in melee range take 2 points of poison damage per second for 10 seconds. Skyfall. Causes 52 shock damage to all targets within a 20-foot range. It'd be quite effective. Must be used carefully as to not to hurt or harm those with me.
I'm warning you. Back off.
Are you okay?
Thank you.
Well done, team. Various things to sell. I must say, that fire did quite the job. Well done. Alright, let's move on. We've done our college good deed for the day. Now, let's take care of Urag's task. Take us some time to get there, but the walk will be worth it. I don't know if they're holding her for hostage or what, but hopefully she can return to her friends and family, wherever they may be. Are you okay?
Need something?
Just wanting to make sure that you are alright. You were taken captive, that could be quite traumatic. Now, let's keep moving forward. I somehow suspect we'll be running into the same type of stuff we ran into getting the staff for Master Einthia. They may not be so willing to let those books go. If they left because of a falling out with the Archmage, Severin, then obviously there was some issues.
Come on!
Is someone there?
Only a fool lets himself get surrounded.
That's why I charged. To prevent from being surrounded. Every time we come by here, we're attacked by skeletons.
Never should have come here. Where are you?
Conjurers.
This is the end for you!
And this will be your end.
I can take you.
Is that all of them? We have another skeleton here. More arrows there. Anmund, how are you?
Assist you.
Alright, I'm glad you're doing well.
I'll follow.
Alright, let's keep moving. They shouldn't harass any travelers now. That is for sure. One thing I do need to do is to remember to bring my Atronox up. I'm falling back on old orc reflexes. To use my axe, I need to practice my magical powers. Which reminds me, I may need to learn more than just fire, which I do have. Are you unwell, sir? Yeah, have this.
Thank you. Here, this is for you.
Potion for potion. A fair enough deal. Now, go this way towards Whiterun. We won't have to go all the way to Windhelm, fortunately. They may treat you there well, Onmund. But Lena and I would not be quite so fortunate. Let us keep moving. If we are lucky, we might reach there by the midday. Soldiers, we will do nothing to you, as long as you do nothing to us. We have been fortunate with a clear path so far, except for that fortress earlier. I wonder how my brother Lurbuck is doing. Last I heard, he was a bard in one of the nearby towns, not too far from Solitude. I believe Walthall was the name of it. Don't know if my travels will take me there, but
Listen,
we
wench,
can find
we're
out.
on to you. We know who you are, so you'd better come with us right now.
I don't know who you think I am, and I don't care. Leave me alone.
I don't have time for this foolishness. Now come along quietly, and we won't have to get rough.
Be
Brother,
prepared, we may have to
I'm
intervene.
not going anywhere. Now back off before I do something drastic.
She doesn't have the scar. What? Oh, you're right. We've made a mistake. Now move along before that mouth of yours gets you into trouble.
Next time you're looking to pester someone, make sure it's the right person.
I wonder who those red guards are looking for. That's not the first time I've seen them verbally accosting someone. They need to be careful.
I can see why they built the fort here. A small force could control most of the nearby land.
Yes, it could. But they no longer use it. It's overrun by various mages. Don't know what all they are studying there, but that's where we just came from to get your amulet. Your wolves. Time to be prepared, just in case. There's the mill I went by before. All seems quiet here. Good to know. Alright, we're getting closer to our destination. Over and around this river. Up the hill a ways. Quite the view of the rift, as they call it. Old stories and legends about that place. Some magical tree that grows there. From what I've been told. Don't know about magical
Have you seen that
trees.
shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see.
Yes, we saw it when we passed by it on our journey this way, and we'll be going by it again on the way back to the college. It is quite the sight. Alright, now. I remember coming by here before, being accosted by some people at a towered fortress, or abandoned fortress set up anyway. Wolf up ahead. Be ready just in case it turns on us. Nope, it appears to have its eye on other things. Excellent. Flames off. I'll be ready. Up here's that place I told you about before. Perhaps I can use my, for lack of a better way of saying, my intimidating presence as an orc to keep them back. Ah, she's no longer, she's in there this time. All the better. Come along, before they change their minds. The wildlife seem to be all over the place.
Where did you come from? That went pretty well.
That was
All
your
things
decision.
considered.
Good teamwork there. Excellent job, Onmund. Let's keep ready and be ready. Beware, there could be more. In fact, just in case. Let's bring along some extra help. No, do not worry, Rabbit. You are not our quarry. Glitch there. Alright, I think we are good for now. But Ever since the start of the Civil War, the roads have become more dangerous. You never know when some bandits are going to attack. Poor soul. Take a look at this later. According to the directions that Uruk gave me, I have to go across the water and backtrack on this other road to get to where we need to go. As far as I know, we will be in Whiterun territory the entire time, but we might be on that edge where it could be Eastmarch. Need to be careful nonetheless. Not that I'm anticipating on running into any problems with any gods, but you know how many of these Nords are practitioners of magic such as ourselves. Excuse me. Olsen Rider. He said it would be this cairn up here. I believe that's what you Nords call these symbolic stacks of rocks. These markers. Sound, if memory serves me right. He said there might be somewhat of a trail. As you can see, I did not let myself get surrounded. I'll be ready with that sound. There may be more. Be ready. He said go past this one. Past the second. Could come in handy for alchemy later. And past the second. Alright. Now, let us be careful. I'm not anticipating a friendly welcome. Here we go. There's someone there. We've been seen.
You can't win this!
I'll cut him off this way.
You cannot
I've got you cornered.
power I see.
I may not be able to conceive, but we've got you cornered well. So far. Are you mine? Good. Multiple astronauts, it's hard to keep track of whose is whose. What was that I just picked up? Storm caller. Oh, we got a spell book. Ah, we can move faster in the future. Was that a book? Was it a weapon? Storm caller. A magic ring. Alright, so here's the door. It won't open. There must be another way inside. Maybe that's what they were guarding here. Ah, a stairway going downward.
Such a fine day. Smell the air. Isn't it wonderful?
Yes, it is. Enjoy it while you can. I have a feeling it will get much danker here in a few moments. But while we're thinking about it, I always forget to do this for some reason. As soon as all the fog clears, we need to level up. Now we need to do stamina. Alright, we have one perk. Can't do anything more on conjuring. Destruction. We may go ahead and bump that up. We don't have any other spells yet. Alteration, that would be... Oh, less magicka for when we cast Oak Flesh. That's a possibility. Not really using any illusion spells yet. Let's increase our ability to protect ourselves. Alright, let us be careful. For all we know, we don't know what they've done with the other student that joined them. He may be alive, he may be dead for all we know. He may be the ringleader now. Beware the trap. Let us move cautiously. Stay down, stay low, stay quiet. Just out of curiosity, I haven't found any filled stones. Soul charge.
What is it?
Stay back. He's seen us.
Someone.
Come on.
Fire, frost, or lightning. You will suffer at my hands.
Taste some fire, mage. Spiders. Why does it always have to be spiders? More book. Adra and Daedra. Interesting reading for later. Potions always good to get. Wema Law. Songs of Pineal. Beggar Prince. No, I do not wish to follow. BWF. Pressure plate. Straight ahead. Careful not to trigger it. I said be careful. Neither of you are listening to me. Thing of note in here appears to be... oh, there's a chest. Let's see what we can find here. Back down. There. Alright. Now, this time, let's try that again. Let's try not to trigger the trap. We have a rune ahead.
What was that?
Did you hear something?
I'll see you burn. I'll end your miserable.
Not if we can help it. There we go. An interesting staff. What was that? Summon an avenging wraith. Well, let's take advantage of that. Have here those eyes. I do not like the looks of them. These are all vampire. I would suggest they stay where they belong. They're being silent. They are not blowing our cover.
Here we go.
Come on.
Here we go. That went amazingly well. Seemed to make a good team. Here's they experimenting on vampires. This one does not appear to be a vampire. About this one here. All this. What do we have here? Myths of Sheogorath. No, I do not wish to serve the mad god. Stand revolt. About the Dark Brotherhood. All about the Wolf Queen. Alright, let's be ready.
Really, I think there's been a mistake.
Howling wolves.
What was that?
You're dead. Go, boys! Attack! Why won't you die?
He's released the wolves.
Enjoy your last breath.
And let him get away.
Is someone there? Mercy! I'll end your miserable life and begin.
You dug your own grave.
Please, I'll see this burn.
Burn them out.
Fire, frost, or lightning. You will suffer at my hands.
You're suffering at mine. I dare fight anyone I care to fight.
That's what I thought.
Alright, let's head back. There was someone in there. Come back. Well, learning to be a mage, I'm having to do a lot of battle. What's this?
Don't leave me here.
So, why do I suspect that you are Orthorn, the person Urag told me about?
Yes, yes. Did Archmage Arin send you? He sent you to rescue me, didn't he?
To be totally honest, we were told that you left here on your own accord. I am just here for the books that you took from the college.
What? The book? Oh. Oh, dear. I shouldn't have taken them. I know. It was stupid. I was stupid. It won't happen again. Help me get out of here, and I'll help you find them. Please.
Well, the books that you took from the Arcanium.
I don't have them anymore. She took them. The caller. She's the one who put me in here. Please, let me out of here.
So why do they have you caged up like this? Did you misbehave for the caller as you did with the college?
They threw me in here until they were ready to use me in one of their experiments. This wasn't supposed to happen. I thought they wanted my help, not to use me as a test subject.
So is there a key around here anywhere?
It's the levers in the center there. Just make sure you don't pull the wrong one. Please, hurry. I don't like being in here.
Don't leave me here.
Alright, I suppose let's let him out. Want to waste my lockpicks. That one appeared to open that door. I would imagine this is probably relatively simplified.
Still here. If there's any way I can be of service, please let me know.
Alright, let's talk to Orthorn here.
Thank you. I promise I'll help. And then I'll go back to the college and I'll beg them to let me back in.
Now, again, the books.
Yes, of course. I said I'd tell you, didn't I? The caller will have them. She was most interested in one of the volumes, although not interested enough to keep me from being locked up.
I see.
Oh, you've saved me. Thank you so much. Who knows what they'd have done to me if you hadn't come along? I promise I'll help you get out of here.
Actually, I would prefer not to have your help. I have plenty of help behind me.
Ah, I see. Then I'll just stay behind you a little bit and follow along quietly.
To be totally honest, I do not trust you. You should get yourself to somewhere safe, like maybe out of here.
Don't you need my help?
It will be easy if you were not in the way. Less chance of you trying to ingratiate yourself back with this collar.
Well, I was only trying to help. Fine. I'll just save myself then. Thank you for letting me out of that cage.
I do not trust him. Let us move on. Time to find these books. Let's go back where we were. Appears to be nothing that direction. It just loops about. Grapes. Could come in handy later. Anything else of note? But we don't have yet. Now, anything else of note got from them? My Stormcaller. Saw that. Spell books on them. And that I can see. Let's move the hands on these here so that way I can easily pull up what I want. 1, 2, 3. Have the staff in the other hand. Let us be careful. We don't know what we'll be running into. Undead, this would be a good time to test out some scrolls.
I don't like where this is going.
I need this. Appears to work on the undead. appears to work, but you cannot breathe. Remind me not to use Jargo's spells again. Alright, let's keep moving forward. Anything here? Nope, we're still not finding the books we're looking for. Over here, level up again. Chicka. Did the alteration there before. Now, let's come over here. Back. Cost Lefty 50% less and more powerful. Let's go ahead and get this one up. Oh, we got 2 perks. Let's do a 2-for-1 sale. I hear something up ahead. I can outdo you. I am stronger.
Quite a team, eh?
Excellent job, everyone. Soul gems. Never have too many soul gems. Have we here? No, we do not want Hermaeus Mora. Alright, now which one is it? It gives me silent casting. Trying to remember. Is it illusion? It's supposed to be one of these. That lets you cast silently. Not using a bound weapon yet. I know it's not under destruction. Or maybe it's not in any of these. Oh well, we'll keep on going for now. Still, we have not found this collar, or the books we are looking for.
Here we go.
Is someone there? Over here!
I'm on fire!
Yes, you are.
We sure showed them, eh?
So far, we are doing well. Does it? However, I hope our luck continues on. have no guarantees. Something that way. Let's check here.
Here we go. Oh, no, you don't.
Alright, why is this thing not working? That Etronach is gone. Have I used up the charges already in that staff? No. Oh, that's the wrong staff.
This is the end for you. I'll see you burn.
It burns!
You're outmatched. Someone there?
There's someone here.
That it? That your best?
Alright, that staff is out as well.
I can take it.
Where'd he go?
That's what I thought.
Well, that was insanity. And that staff is already empty. I've hardly used it. I guess I've used more than I thought. Alright, we'll unfavorite it for now. And we'll move that there. Alright, we need to find the missing books. Is this it? No. Perhaps this. Perhaps this. No. Perhaps these. Not there. That one. That one, not that one.
Is someone there?
Someone there.
Enough!
Down you go. Your ward won't last forever.
All things considered.
Can't block all of us. Nothing. Got to find where those books are. It's barred. We can't get through. Not here, not here. Perhaps this one. No. Good information, but not what we're looking for. That one. Not any of those. This. No. Another spell that I can put to use now. That already read that for me. Let's check. Ah, it did. All right, let's go ahead and favor that. And we're going to move, just for fun, we're going to move that there. Let's get back there. Yeah. Try one of these new spells. Be prepared. We don't know what we're going to be walking into anywhere. Nobody here.
What was that?
Come on!
That's the end of that.
I'm disappointed.
Oh, that spell was quite effective, I must say. Alright, let's keep moving. We still need to find those missing books. Old, ruined books. None which will do us any good. Perhaps we'll find them in here.
So, you're the one who barged into my home and laid waste to my projects. How nice to meet you.
I am here to return those books that were taken from the college.
So you're just one of Arin's lackeys. That's disappointing. You show real promise. You come here, kill my assistants, disrupt my work. You've annoyed me, so I don't think I'll be giving you anything.
Well, I'm not going anywhere without those books.
Are you attempting to threaten me after I've been so hospitable? Well, then you won't be leaving here at all. You're dead.
What was that? Come on.
Where is she? She's moving. She's teleporting. There you are. Well, don't stand over the top of her, Brilliana.
I'm being attacked.
Night of Tears. That might be one of the books we need. Take a closer look later on Arterium. And where's the other one? Are you okay, Brilliana? Looks like you're recovering. Looks like here would be the other book. Last King of the Aelids. Let's take a look at that other one. The Night of Tears, that's the one. This author holds a prominent place in Skyrim history, even if most do not remember it by name. It is, of course, the site of one of the first major North settlements, one of the first cities in of men in Skyrim, and the oldest known capital of their civilization. It was also the site of terrible bloodshed. when the elves attempted to drive the Nords out of Skyrim, to succeed only in incurring their wrath in the form of Ysgramor and his fabled 500 companions who swept the elves from Skyrim and firmly established it as the home of the Nords. All this is known, but little else. What happened on that night of tears when Safa was razed to the ground? What provoked the elves to do such a deliberate, vicious attack? And what prompted such a severe response from the Nords? Bingalmo's treatise on Altimer antecedents suggests that the elves were of the Merethic era, along with their counterparts of the early Dwemer, possessed a degree of sophistication unparalleled in Tamriel. They displayed power beyond what he expected of the time. While a distinct explanation is not given for this, I believe that this work, compared with the early writings of Hesef Generis, suggests that something greater was at work on that night in Sawfall. True motives behind the Night of Tears have been obscured to us by the passage of time, but I believe this was not a simple war of territory or of control of Skyrim. I believe what happened was a significant event based around something very particular. The Nords found something when they built the city, buried deep in the ground. They attempted to keep it buried, but the elves learned of it and coveted it for themselves, thus they assaulted Sarthal. Their goal not to drive out the Nords, but to secure this power for themselves. I believe Ysgramor knew something of what the elves would find under Sarthal, and rallied together his people to keep the elves from gaining it. When the Nords once again controlled Skyrim, this power was buried deep below the earth and sealed away. Time has kept this knowledge from us, but it is my hope that time will also reveal the truth of these words. Every effort will be made to relocate Sarthal and find that which has been lost to us. Well, we know what they were discussing there, don't we? That large orb that we found. This key will get us out of here, it appears. Soul gem fragments, coins, potions of healing, another volume of the Wolf Queen, some bone meal that could come in handy. Alright, let's see if we can get out of this place. Anything else of use here? Appears to be nothing else. Oh, this is that door that we were at before. Perhaps this will lead us out. It will. This is the door that we were at before. Well, we have found the books for Urag. We make a good team, the three of us. Perhaps we can convince Jargo to not worry as much about his competing with us. And get him to join us. Alright, I suggest, because of all we've done, let us catch courage from Whiterun. We can do that there. We can ride, we can rest, we can heal. Quite the eventful day. It looks like we may not know what that object is, but at least we may know what it came from. Which is not the answer, but it is at least a good start. Skies do not look friendly tonight. Even more reason for us to ride rather than walk the journey ourselves. It is way late. I don't know who this is.
Now you're mine. You're as good as dead.
I do not know why you are attacking. But we will take you out. Why was he attacking us? He had this note on him. Isidore, got a delving job for us. Meet us outside Cragwallow Slope in East March. Leave as soon as you get this. I hear tell of some ruins there leading to the Velothi Mountain. Just uncovered by a landslide, they say. This is big, fresh ruins. If we could be the first to pick them over, we could be rich. Who knows what is down there, though? Bring the best gear you lay hands on. Pick off someone on the road with good stuff if you have to. Just get it and get to me as quickly as you can. Camilla. Well, I don't know what that... He must have thought we were out to steal his treasure. That is the least of my worries. Be careful. We have a giant ahead. They are fine as long as you do not bother them. Or their massive mammoth steeds. Let us hope we can catch the horseman at Whiterun so we do not have to walk the rest of the way. I feel as weary as you all do. We're almost there. There's the meadery. The entrance to Whiterun is just ahead. Won't be far for us to go. What is that light? Is it what I think it might be? Ah, it is. It's Nernroot. Not easy to find. You grab it when you can. There you are. I need passage for 3 if I could, good sir. I would like to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
We need to go all the way to Winterhold.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Let's go.
Oh, there
We have a
was
journey ahead of us.
the red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead.
Ah, there we go. All right, back to Winterhold we go. Time to check in with Master Tofdir to see how things are going with the discovery. Alright, let's go back to the college. We can get more sleep there. We can check in with everyone in the morning. Oh, I doubt that many are awake and up. They are probably all sleeping like we should be. Need to find in the morning Jargo, then Urag, and then Tolfdir. Let us rest. We'll go on short rest. See, everyone else is up as well. Had trouble sleeping as
Can I
well.
help you? If there's any way I can be of service, please let me know.
Let us find Jargo. Let us find Tolfdir. Let us find Urag. Alright, let's go to Urag first. He will want the books. Amazing. It appears
The Archmage believed it important. It must be powerful.
We don't know that. We don't even know
there
what
it is.
Where is Arin anyway?
In his quarters with that Thalmor on Kano. Something urgent, it sounded like.
All right, that's enough. Let's return to our business, please.
Urag. Here are the books that went missing. We've brought them back.
Well, well. And you seem to be in one piece. Thank you. I'll look these over and inform Mirabelle if I find anything relevant. Night of Tears, eh? I remember this one. Well, isn't that interesting? Did you read it yourself? If I recall it correctly, that has some interesting implications. You should mention that to Toldir. And here. I suppose you've earned these.
Some good books there. I'll definitely take a look at them. Where did Jargo go? He's still in. He must have gone downstairs. Alright, let me talk to him first, and then we'll talk to Master Tolfdir. I need to tell him about his one quote-unquote wonderful fire scrolls.
Skyrim could not be more different from elsewhere. But magic is the same no matter where you go.
I tested your scrolls.
And? Were they magnificent?
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to kill me.
Oh, Jezargo takes this to mean it did not go well. This was not the intention, to be sure. It is true that Jezargo was slightly concerned there may have been problems. But you are not placed in harm's way on purpose. Still, you are a good friend to Jezargo now for taking this risk. Jezargo thanks you.
Join us. We have work to do together as a team.
Then lead on, friend.
Now, it is time to meet with Master Toftir. This way.
And what might you need,
Master Toftir, there you are.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope.
Urag suggested that I come to see you.
Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery?
I found a certain book that he would like you to double check. It's called Night of Tears.
Is that the one about something buried beneath Sarthal? Something that men and Mare fought over? I'll have to make a point of rereading it. I don't recall the details. I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever this is, its beauty is like nothing I've ever seen before. If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already noticed the markings. They're quite unlike
Yes.
anything we've seen before. Aliad, Dwemer, Daedric, not even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. Now, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience, but can you feel that?
Yes, I
Our
can.
object,
I feel it strongly.
Magica, and yet it's unlike anything I've felt before. Archmage Aaron is already hard at work, and hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must
No,
intrude. It is urgent that I speak with your associate immediately.
This is most inappropriate.
Ancano?
Involved in
What does he want with me?
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruptions.
Understood,
I need you to
Master
come with me
Toftir.
immediately. Let's go.
I do not understand what is going on.
Really? Well, allow me to clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Sijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you specifically. So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants.
In other words, you want to stick your nose into the business of why they're here because you're a nosy Thalmor toady spy. So, why are you so concerned about this?
I'll be the one asking the questions. All you need to know is that the Sijic Order is a rogue organization, believing themselves to be above the law. They have clashed with the Aldmeri Dominion before, and I have no intention of allowing that to happen here.
In other words, they won't go underneath your thumb like everybody else. And you can't handle it. I'm an orc, but I'm no dummy. Fine. This way. I'll learn my ways around the halls here eventually. I took the wrong turn. Oh, here we go. A private collection of books. I might want to check that out. That's him. The one I saw in Sawfall.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented.
We Yes.
Those are College of Winterhold robes, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Well, Ancano.
Now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here, and then he will be removed from college grounds.
Oh, really? You have that authority? Doesn't Archmage Soren have a little say in that?
Please do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. It is good to meet you in person.
It's happened again, the bright lights. What is going on? What has happened to everyone?
I'd simply like to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately, but I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with.
So, if this is so dangerous, are you doing anything about it?
I'm afraid it's not that simple. You must understand the Psijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college.
Understood.
I'm also aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Oncano, your Tholmor associate. Nevertheless, my order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so.
Pardon my mistrust, but why should I trust you or your order?
I presume you refer to Oncano's distaste for the Psijic Order. The Tholmor see our order as a threat because we have power, and we will not allow them to control us. I assure you that we mean you no harm.
So, what exactly is this problem and what can I do about it?
As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided.
So, what is it that you expect me to do then? Be a mere starting student.
We believe that your efforts should be directed towards dealing with the aftermath, but we cannot predict what that will be. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours.
Who is this Augur of Dunlane?
He was once a student here at the college. Now he is something different.
Different? Where might I find this Augur?
I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location. I am sorry I cannot provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part. Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will continue to watch over you and guide you as best we can. It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry. Were you about to say something?
Well, what is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here he is. Now what is it that you want?
There's been a misunderstanding. Clearly, I should not be here. I shall simply take my leave.
What? What trickery is this? You're not going anywhere until I find out what you're up to.
I am not up to anything. I apologize if I have offended you in any way.
We will see about this. I'm not sure what just happened, but I assure you I will get to the bottom of it.
Get to the bottom of what?
Whatever it is those Psijics are up to, they cannot be trusted. For all we know, he's here to scout out the college. I'm sure they want to undermine our efforts.
What efforts of ours would they be undermining?
This orb, the Eye of Magnus, whatever you want to call it, it's clearly powerful, and no doubt they want it for themselves. I expect to be informed if they make any future attempts to contact you.
That is fine. Where's the Archmage? That is who I wish to speak to.
It's nice to be back in a friendly spot, huh?
But of course, you want to speak to him first. So, Archmage Avram.
I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Sijic Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves. I hope we didn't offend him somehow.
What did he say that he wanted?
Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed.
So, have you ever heard of someone called the Augur of Dunlane?
Has Tolfdir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject.
Understood. Come, we need to find Master Tolfdir, and quickly.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Master Tolfdir, where are you hiding? Afternoon. He may have gone back to his quarters, or maybe he has his hours doing in his office. Try his office first. Oh, there you are. I have a question for you, Master Tolfdir.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope.
Have you ever heard of someone, a former student, I believe it was, who's referred to as the Augur of Dunlane?
Well, now, there's a name I haven't heard in some time. My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the Midden, but I haven't checked. Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello for me, won't you?
Where is this Midden?
Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be careful.
Can you tell me more about this Augur?
Well, I suppose he wouldn't mind. It was all before my time, you understand. I've heard the stories, the same as anyone else. He was a brilliant student, an accomplished wizard, delved into magic in a way none had seen before. But I think he became too focused on just how much power he could acquire. That's what led to the accident.
The accident?
Do you remember what I first told you? About how not being able to control magic could destroy you? I didn't simply mean it could kill you. The Augur's accident is another very real type of a life destroyed. Well, it's been described as an accident. I can't imagine it was intentional. Something must have gone wrong, and he ended up in the state he's in now, fused to the energies that flow through the college. I've never felt it appropriate to ask him about it, about how that must feel. Or I suppose if he can feel at all.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Have any of you been to the Midden before? It looks like we have a little journey to take. believe I saw an entrance. Something about the midden in here. Was down here, I believe. Notice to all, if you want to visit the bidden, that is your business. If you do, remember to lower the bar once you've returned, or else we'll wind up with ice wraiths in the Arcanium again. And another member of the college, in other words, you, has the opportunity to learn how difficult it is to thaw and dry ancient texts to my satisfaction. Hoorah, Ghost Shrub. Alright. Make sure we keep the door closed behind us. Here we go. Interesting looking place. I suppose we should make ourselves ready. Let's try the paths of least resistance first, I suppose. Not exactly a most welcoming sight. Save the lockpicks. Ice wraiths.
You won't get away.
Let us switch to something a little bit more powerful.
Enjoy your last breath.
We've got it cornered. Good job, Jargo. You work well with us as a team. Oh, that is your familiar thought. We have wolves here. Alright, let's be ready. I am just going to be constantly prepared at this point. What is this? Nephew, I apologize that I cannot see you personally before you leave the trip from Sadrith. Mora is treacherous this season, or I would have visited upon hearing the news. The Nords have a fine college at Winterhold. I'm sure you will excel. You may know that I too attended there. I was quite the conjuration adept in my own day. I'm sending you my notes on something called the Atronach Forge, a bit of a project of mine while at Winterhold. Mention nothing to the faculty, but ask your fellow pupils about a place called the Midden. You will find the forge there. I fear a number of my notes are missing, scattered, and lost in my travels around Skyrim. Perhaps you may stumble across them in your adventures. Offers few clues about how. Let's see. Mostly a large dais. An offering box is attached. Place certain items in the offering box and pull the lever. The forge consumes it and conjures something. Conjuration can be predicted reliably if the appropriate items are left in the box, but many combinations either have no effect or catastrophic. Once I conjured a wild goat, well, most of the goat anyway. Experimenting widely with the forge is dangerous. I've recorded such recipes as I've discovered along the way. Flame Atronach, fire salts plus a ruby. Frost Atronach, frost salts plus sapphire. Storm Atronach, void salts plus amethyst. E to the old mid. We will not play with that for now. Did I trigger something? Did I miss it? This is not the most inviting place. Do we go up or do we go straight? This is where we were before. I recognize it now. Come. A workbench? How interesting. See what is this way. More doorways. I see why they keep this locked up. Another welcoming symbol and sign.
Over here! Come on!
Who lets himself get surrounded?
Yes, so you've told me. We were able to take it out. There's a chest down there if we had a way to get back up. We'll have to be careful. I appear to have found something. Pathway this way. Spiders.
What a coward. Didn't even put up a proper fight.
I think they fought as well as they could. Now,
What do you think you're doing?
trying to figure out where to go from here. We keep moving forward. Oh, that is blocked. If we go up this way. That doorway will not open.
What was that?
There was a skeleton. Another one.
I have to admit, I'm disappointed.
Is there anything else here? Just a pit of old bones. Come, we go this way. Strange hand. Rug. There's that window we saw before. Ah. Now. This way. An alchemist setup. Interesting. Is it this way? No, that's where we just came from. It's like the rocks are now perhaps out of the way, or we're on top of them, one or the other. We go. Well, if it leads to disappointment, it is a disappointment we will have to bear. So you are the Augur of Dunlane.
Which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun. But those who have sent you have not told you what they seek. What you seek.
Then, what is it that I am seeking?
You seek that which all who wield magic seek. Knowledge. You shall find this. Knowledge will corrupt. It will destroy. It will consume. You seek meaning, shelter in knowledge. You will not find it. The Thalmor sought the same thing.
The Thalmor?
And it shall lead to his end.
And Kano?
So many others.
I'm not Thalmor. What Thalmor?
The one who calls himself Ankano. He seeks information about the Eye, but what he will find shall be quite different. His path will cross yours in time, but first you must find that which you need.
Then, Augur of Dunlane, since you are so knowledgeable, what is it that I truly need?
You and those aiding you wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware.
There's that warning of disaster again.
To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center. So you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your archmage.
Did you all hear that? We must find the Archmage right away. Need to find our way back out of this place. Back from which we came. And now... we are correct. We can go this way. This will take us back out. What's this? Another place we have not seen before. That is blocked off. Someone has tried to live here in the past. Alright, we're back where we came in from. We're back to the Hall of Elements. Don't tell me they didn't come through yet. Come on, we gotta stay together as a team. Come on, everyone. Come. We must get to the Archmage right away. I'm gonna assume that they're gonna follow. Archmage Avern. There you are.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented.
I have important information to tell you about.
Really? And what might that be?
We need to find an item called the Staff of Magnus.
I'm sorry, what? Well, I'd certainly love to have such a powerful staff, but I'm not really sure that any of us need it.
It's connected to the orb, this orb that we have found.
And how do you know of this?
It was told to me by the Augur of Dunlane.
Did you really? And he specifically mentioned the staff of Magnus? I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to follow up on this.
And that someone would be me, correct?
I certainly do. Since you went so far as to seek out the Augur for advice, I thought you'd be more enthusiastic. Something as specific and ancient as the Staff of Magnus. I'm not sure we'd ever find something like that. I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat recently. Why don't you see if she can tell you anything? I'm quite pleased with your progress, you know. You've certainly proven yourself to be more than a mere apprentice. Well done. This circlet once proved invaluable to me. I hope it can be of use to you now.
Alright, where's the rest of the group? Are they gonna be stuck down there in the mid when I need them? Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Oh, I can only mark one of them at a time. Okay.
Jezargo has heard of the Staff of Magnus. Once you are done with it, perhaps you will allow Jezargo to borrow it.
We shall see. We have to find it first.
What can I do for you, friend? Is there anything else you need?
Come, let's go. There's one of them. See. Let's go find our lead. Mirabella, Irvine. Tell the others to hurry and join us. It's late in the evening. Hopefully we can catch her still awake. All of diligence, perhaps she's in her office still. She tends to keep late hours. Maybe coming in here will bring everybody back in here with me. Yep, there they are. Mirabelle Irvine.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
What do you know about an item known as the Staff of Magnus?
Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be asking?
It may be connected to this Eye of Magnus. Archmage Aaron said you had mentioned it recently.
I see. Well, yes, I suppose I did mention it, though I'm not sure what he expects me to tell you. I only brought it to his attention a few months back when the Synod showed up here looking for it. They were apparently under the impression we were keeping it in a closet somewhere.
Who are this Synod?
Mages based out of Cyrodiil. They fancy themselves the imperial authority on magic these last few hundred years. My understanding is that all they really do is make noise in an attempt to curry favor from the Emperor. Lots of politics, little magic. I was quite surprised to find them on our doorstep. They seemed amiable enough, but their line of questioning made me uneasy. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power.
So no one knows where the staff might be.
No one here does. The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired about the ruins of Mzulft, but that's all I remember. It sounded like they were heading there, though they were rather secretive about why. I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mzulft yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative.
If I might ask, what do you know about the Sijic Order?
No more than anyone else, I don't think. They're a very old order. Predated the Imperial Mages Guild by quite a bit. In fact, the Mages Guild was founded in opposition to the idea of the Sijic Order, that only an elite few should have control over magic. No one has seen or heard from them in over 100 years now, though.
Is there anything else you can tell us about this Staff of Magnus?
I'm not really sure. Made and used by Magnus himself, if you believe those sorts of things. I believe I've heard it said that it's the only thing that could adequately contain his power. The sort of embellishment wizards of ancient times loved to make.
Thank you, Mirabella. It's appreciated. Alright, let us get rest. Sleep for the night. We head off to the ruins of Mzulft in the morning.
Track down the Synod or the staff of Magnus.
But we haven't left yet. Come, let's go. I'm glad I didn't have to fetch those other two. But first we need sleep. Need our proper rest. Alright, we are going to level up. 5, 6. We have 2 points. So now that I have sparks, let's do shock. Instructions. I did not do anything else. Okay. Now, conjuration. Mystic binding, bone collector. Go ahead and bump up that. And before we go in the morning, where you need to get, I want to switch to bound weapons. This method in my madness. Let's let us sleep. Conjuration, that would be Arneal Gain that we need to look for. Although, what's a name might have it as well. How much gold do I have? Only 619. So Kev.
I'm working
Professor
on some very
Gay.
important research, I assure you.
I'm quite sure. Is there any business with the college I could assist you with?
The official sort of business? Well, no. No, not really. But I can't help but notice that you're doing quite well for yourself. Rising through the ranks and all. It may not be official, but there is a project I've been working on. I wonder if perhaps you could assist with it.
Are you involved in something dangerous?
What? No, goodness no. At least I don't think so. No, it's just something I'd prefer to keep to myself. Just bring me some Dwemer cogs. I need to examine them for the methods used in forging them. 10 of them should be enough for me to get a better understanding of how they were crafted. That's all I need, all right?
Certainly. Now, can I buy anything from you yet?
The exact nature of my research is a secret, I'm
No.
afraid. But it really is quite valuable.
You give an old man hope.
Do you have any spells for sale?
To master the arcane arts.
I'm looking for one thing in particular. Actually, a couple of things. Do you have... Hold on, because everything you're going to sell is alteration, and that's not an alteration spell. But oak flesh. I don't think that stone flesh is higher than that. You don't have anything else. Wait a minute, what was that one spell?
So you wish to master the arcane arts?
Have for adventure. Robe, circlet, boots, destruction staff in your inventory. Let's see how much it costs to get a bound sword first. You don't have anything to sell. Here. I need to find someone who can sell me a bound sword. Would it be you?
I hope you've got some coin.
I do. The question is, what have you got?
Let's just take a look then.
He's destruction as well. Guard quarters.
It's lies. All of it. I don't care what she told you. It's all
I'm not getting involved in your conspiracy right now. I've got to. Someone's got to have it. There's something I need to find first. We will check here. She in? These are quarters. All right, let's go upstairs and look. Illusion office. Restoration office. Chanting office. Destruction office. Conjuration office. Nothing there. Alteration. Alchemy. Alright.
Have you...
You do not have spells to sell. Alright, let's try Urug. Otherwise inside the hall. Alright. Oh, no. Cerberus, maybe you have it.
Inform me as soon as the staff is recovered. All right.
Alright. Nothing there. Someone is bound to have it. No pun intended. And where is Urug when I need him? Check for some of the other members of the staff.
Yes?
What have you got for sale?
Look. All right then.
Nothing of what I'm looking for. Out of my way, Jargo. Yeah, she's not speaking to anybody. Urug.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear?
Understood.
Please make sure your hands are clean before touching anything, all right?
And he, of course, has no spells.
Restoration is a perfectly valid. Spells and incantations for those with a talent to cast them.
And none of those are what I'm looking for.
All right then.
Mirabelle does a fine job at
Oh,
that.
Ferelda.
I can't wait to see who succeeds Mirabelle. So, you wish to master the arcane arts?
Colette. So, who am I going to get a bound sword from? The guy at the inn? Nope, you don't sell anything. Alright, let's come back in here again. If anyone's having their office hours yet.
Have you managed?
No, I haven't. Alright, we'll go there. Outside the city. Because I thought one of these people had it.
Spells
Do you have for sale?
for those with the talent to cast them.
No, recipes.
Until next time.
Alright, let's head out. Perhaps, gentlemen, that stays at the inn down here will have what I'm looking for. I can only hope.
I've been looking for you. Got
Oh,
something I'm
have you?
supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
A letter from Arneal. I cannot remember if we had spoken already, Yagmash Kalma. I'm not sure why you would wish to speak to me, but I do wish to speak with you. You may find me in the evening in the Hall of Attainment at the College of Winterhold. Well, we just spoke. I imagine it's got to be about the same thing. Let me see if the person I want to talk to here has what I'm looking for. If not, we may have to take a quick trip to Windhelm, which I would rather not do.
We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Alright, where's the beds at? It's back outside. Okay, I'm confused. Ah, here we go. That's storage. Not the place one I'm looking for. That's not the one I'm looking for. Ah, here you are. Nilakar.
My days at the college are long behind me, but I prefer to stay close by.
I would like to see what spells you have for sale.
Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
There what it is. I want one. Thank you. That was what I was looking for.
All right then.
Thank you, sir. Now, I'm ready to go. slowly gather my spells. Alright, come. The time has come for us to head towards Resolved. See if we can find the staff of Magnus. So we can learn more about the eye and, more importantly, how not to be destroyed or blinded by it. I hope we get there.
Exotic? Something no other woman would be wearing.
Hopefully, before this group called the Synod finds what it is, and before, heaven forbid, Ancano does something foolish. We must hurry. And that is where we're going to end our story here tonight. If we go any further, we're not going to get to a good, this is probably the best save spot we've got right here. So let's go ahead and get this all saved off. Hope you've enjoyed our story here of Yagmosh so far. I think he's going to be quite the fun character to play with as we work our way through various and different stories. And whoops, and let's change screens. That would probably, let's help prevent some Inception kind of looks there. Thank you all for joining us here tonight. Again, thank you last night to FunkoFan34 and his group that raided us last night. That was quite nice to have them come raid us. I checked his channel out. It looks like he does some fun stuff there. So hopefully we can nurture some stuff with them in the future. Let's go ahead and see who is online so we can spread some love and do a raid. Okay, Left Love Lindy's. Oh, High Shelf Collective is on. Tough choice. Do I go where Hannah and Trooper and wait a minute, Lynn? No, that thing for High Shelf Collective is Wednesday night that we're going to go ahead and raid Left Love Lindy. We haven't raided there in a while. A good friend of the channel. Get the raid going there. If you like what you've seen here, please join us on Discord. Tomorrow night is Grappler's Keep, our WWE 2K22 universe where numbered DMs, GMs, and RPG players from across the Twitch universe compete in a ring that we lovingly call the Dice Tray. We're just a couple of weeks away now from Melee Madness, our version of the Royal Rumble. The winner of the men's and women's matches for those gets an automatic championship match against whoever is holding the Mistress of Melee belt and the Master of Melee belt. Those are currently held by Rocket Fox and Mythmatic, respectively. So these people will earn their title shots against them, provided, of course, that they are still holding the belts at that time. We'll have we've got some other great matches coming up as well, including coming up tomorrow night. Tall Squall will have his 4th defense of the Men's Hunter's Mark. If he wins this match, he automatically gets a title shot up against Mythmatic for the men's belt. So very important match there for him. So be looking forward to that tomorrow night. Then we will have it. We also have on Monday nights is family night, where my daughter Bonnie and I are working our way through Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, as we like to call it, the further adventures of Mouse Droid. And then we'll be back here again on next Tuesday night for more adventures of Yagmosh in the story Touched by Magnus. And on other channels, you can catch me Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Adjust your time zones accordingly from the U.S. Eastern Time Zone there for Scion, Birth of the New Gods. Our characters are pretty much at demigod status right now, when we are currently taking on our foes that have been causing us havoc, and also creating some havoc in the world, separating the rest of the world from the other scions or children of the gods, and the our parent all the parent gods as well. So we're looking forward to that. Hopefully everybody's back healthy, and we will be ready to begin. I'll resume on that on Wandering DM's channel on Saturday afternoon. So let's go ahead and set up that raid with Lindy. We do have a special spot in Discord called the Prayer Closet. We believe in the power of prayer here. We believe it is real. We believe it is powerful. We believe it works. If you have a need, if you have a concern, if you have a request, please go to the section there we call the Prayer Closet and leave your prayer request there, and we will be praying for you. If you'd rather not say what it is, and I can understand that, then just use the praying hands emoji. We'll interpret that as what we call an unspoken request, which means God knows what it is, you know what it is. We don't know what it is, but we don't have to know. All we need to know is that the need is there, and we will pray for you just as hard as if we actually knew what it actually was. So with that, let's go ahead and get the raid going here. And join Lindy and all of her crew, as I believe they're doing their Stargate game here tonight. So, until next time, may green be the grass below you, may blue be the sky above you, may straight be the path before you, and warm be the hearts that love you. Good night, everybody. This has been a Diet Water production.